Hello, party people. We're in the green room tonight. No special significance to this room. No, it is not the Xbox room. Fuck that. No. We're doing something different because I was gonna do a video about what to look for in a therapist, and I was gonna do whatever number of characteristics, but I realized that only mainly applies to me. But if you're familiar with a website called BetterHelp.com, they're not sponsoring me. I don't have any relationship with them whatsoever. I heard about this website from Elena Joy, whose promo code is listed under Elena Fender. That's ALAYNAFENDR. Now, with her promo code, you can save like $7 a week for the normal price of $70 per week. So you pay $63 per week. Employer insurance averages to around $150 per week, so they claim. Now, obviously, that's different for everyone, depending on your co-pays, your insurance, blah, blah, blah. But with Elena's promo code, you get the discount of $7 per week for like 1 or 2 months, I think. I think it's close to 2 months, I don't know. But yeah, so I figured like feel free to go along with me, guys, and like just follow along as I fill this out. I thought this would give you a deeper insight into me, and maybe some people out there watching have similar things related to me. This is approved by, as you can see, BetterHelp.com. You can see affordable private therapy. Talk with a licensed professional therapist online. The New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, Cell, Fox 5, Chicago Tribune, and Entrepreneur all seem to endorse this website. So as we're going along, I took a quick peruse at some of the questions, and yes, some of them can be very personal. But you don't have to go into detail, at least not yet. So that's always a good thing. But honestly, that depends how much detail you want to leave, technically. Okay, so we'll match you up with a therapist that can help with depression, stress, anxiety, self-esteem, anger, relationships, grief, eating disorder, mental health, borderline personality disorder, and more. So, if we click on... Oh, let me just agree to these cookies here. Sure, why not? Does actually have some reviews at the bottom and explains you how it works. You fill out the questionnaire, you message your therapist, and if you're not happy with your therapist, you can request a new one at any time. Suppose there's 25,000 licensed therapists connected with this website. Start feeling happier. Oh, it is interesting at the bottom. If you're in crisis or any other person may be in danger, don't use the site. These resources can provide you with immediate help. So I think it's worth a look. It's called BetterHelp.com/gethelp now. I'm not sure where that leads to, but I'm sure it's a qualified resource. So, as you guys might know already, I'm going to pick relationships because... Anyway, you should know the answer to that by now. Alright, let's get started here. What type of therapy am I looking for? Individual, for myself. Couples, for myself and my partner. Teen, for my child. So obviously you guys know which one. I'm just going to adjust my window here a bit. Alright, so individual, for myself. What is your gender identity? If you click more options, there are even options I don't even know what they are. But let's put down man for now. For now, we'll put down man. Things might change. How old am I? I am 29. No, I'm not. I am 37. But in July, I'll be 37. How do I identify? Identify as straight. If you click more options or options that I'm not familiar with at all. What's my relationship status? Am I divorced yet? I feel like I'll be single. How about that? Do I consider myself to be religious? No. Spiritual? No. Have I ever been in therapy before? Is this a trick question? Is this a trick question right here? What led me to consider therapy today? So I'll just put down, what's led me in the past. I'm not looking for a therapist right now. I'm just sharing this resource with you guys. I've been feeling depressed, sure, anxious, overwhelmed. My mood has affected work at some point. Not so much school, but in the past it did, but not anymore. Now that I'm not in school anymore. Building or maintaining relationships. I can't find purpose and meaning in my life. I have experienced trauma. Anyway, I need to talk through a specific challenge here. I want to gain self-confidence. I want to improve myself, but I don't know where to start. recommended to me, I will say Elena Joy recommended this, Elena Fender. And I will be, I guess that's pretty much it. I don't really have a just exploring option because I don't, why, I mean, I guess you would consider therapy if you're just exploring, maybe. Have I tried any of the following activities to improve my mental health? Not a lot. Medication, keeping journal. I think that's about it. I guess I haven't retried on my own, maybe. Still like a lot of people. What are your expectations from a therapist? A therapist who listens, explores my tasks, teaches me new skills, challenges my beliefs. I wouldn't mind getting some homework. Guides me to set goals, proactively checks in with me. I think that's about it. I know I realize I click on most of the options, but like, why not? If it's available, you're paying for this, that's all I'm saying. You might as well have every resource at your disposal. My physical health is good. My current eating habits are good. Am I experiencing overwhelming sadness, grief, or depression? Is there a in-between option? Well, I guess if there's an in-between option, that would mean it would be yes. Over the past 2 weeks, how often have I been bothered by any of the following problems? Little interest or pleasure in doing things. This sounds like the exact same thing I asked at my workplace. It's pretty crazy. I would say about several days in the past 2 weeks. Moving or speaking so slowly that other people could have noticed, or the opposite, being so fidgety or restless that you have been moving around a lot more than usual. Let's go with, I don't want to say several days. I would say so. I have to say several by default. Feeling down or depressed or hopeless for the past 2 weeks again. I would say several days. Trouble falling asleep, staying asleep, or sleeping too much several days. Feeling tired or having little energy several days. Poor appetite or overeating, not really. Feeling bad about yourself or that you are a failure or have let yourself or your family down. I'll say several days. I think that's a lot more normal than people think. Trouble concentrating on things such as reading the newspaper or watching television. Several days. Thoughts that you would be better off dead or of hurting yourself in some way. So this is the past 2 days, right? Past 2 weeks. And this video is being broadcast across the interweb. I'm going to select not at all. If you know why I selected that, then welcome to the club. How difficult have these problems made it for you to do your work, take care of things at home, or get along with other people? I mean, somewhat. Am I currently employed? Yes. Do I have any problems or worries about intimacy? Yes. How often do I drink alcohol? Why does it jump from daily to weekly? So by default, again, I have to say daily, which is kind of true. When was the last time I thought about suicide? Wow. Like seriously, as in terms of contemplating? I feel like some of these questions could be a little bit more specific. I mean, I understand it's a questionnaire, so it's not going to be perfect, but I want to say over a year ago. If there was a bigger option than that, I would think about it. Let's go with over a year ago. Are you currently experiencing anxiety, panic attacks, or have any phobias? I've never been diagnosed with many of those, but I will say yes. Am I currently taking any medication? Yes, it's called alcohol. No, I'm just kidding. Are you currently experiencing any chronic pain? No, I'm not. How would I rate my financial status? I would call it poor, because I'm poor. No. How would I rate my current sleeping habits? I want to say poor, but I think fair is more accurate. How do I prefer to communicate with my therapist? I would say phone or video sessions personally. Are there any specific preferences for your therapist? So before I go into too much detail about this, I never really dealt well, not super well, with male therapists. Is this some sort of, what do they call that? Not Stockholm syndrome, but I'm sure there's a word for something where like you have feelings for someone, a part of your medical field or your medical team rather. But what's that? Is there even a term? I'm sure there's a term for that somewhere. For now, I'm gonna pick female therapist. All the other ones don't apply to me. I mean, I guess I could pick non-religious therapist, but like that's not a big deal for me. I don't know. Obviously, none of this is written in stone, and if you do end up making an account, you can actually log out and take this thing over again. And then I think you just have to make a new account though with a different email address. I mean, who referred me to BetterHelp? Well, it was it a celebrity? No, it was a YouTube, and the YouTube channel was Elena Fender. That's the one I'm using, guys, just to let you know. So that's what I put down there. Now I could pick some of the other ones. I don't know if I recognize some of them. Let me see if some are on there. Kiara Graves is on there. I'm just browsing now for my own enjoyment. Oh, I was looking for Jade Fox, but she's not on there. Who else is there? There's gotta be more that I follow. I'm just browsing through right now. This is interesting. I might look at this later. I'm like, there's a whole bunch of people. Interesting. Alright, I'm gonna click next on Lane Offender. In the United States, in Connecticut, per language is English. Please mark all that apply. I'm a veteran. No, I'm not, as we learned the hard way. I'm disabled. Technically, I am. I'm not employed. I'm employed, but my income is low. What is considered low income? Because, like, this isn't really a fair question for me, because I'm per diem. So if there's work to do, then I get more hours. If there's no work to do, I don't get as many hours. So I would say my income fluctuates around, I would say a good average would be, again, considering this is a part-time per diem job, because, I make all my money, I make all my cash money from YouTube, because, I'm such a popular YouTuber, Let's go 15,000, how about that? Okay. Now there's people in the household. Now does this include my household if I was the head of the household? Or does it include my household with everyone else living in the same household? Regardless how before. Technically, yes, I was financially impacted by the coronavirus outbreak. We lost a lot of clients, intakes, let me put it that way. Okay, next on that. Great job, you completed the intake questionnaire. Only a few more steps remain until you can get started. Thank you for your effort in helping us pair you with the right therapist to match your preferences and needs. Alright, so now here's my business email, guys. If you were wondering about that, that's just my general email. I have so many email addresses that like it's I wouldn't say it's a chore, but so then you just do all this, make your password, and then you get started. Obviously you agree to the terms and conditions of privacy policy. So like after this, it would say you'll be contacted soon. So I haven't actually used this, and the main reason being after this is a screen that I believe one of the screens that shows you the price breakdown. Me personally, because I am disabled legally, I have state insurance as in Husky, basically as Medicare and Medicaid, I believe. So I basically don't have to pay anything for any pretty much any medical thing I ever need in my life again. Assuming I'm still collecting disability, assuming my income stays the same, which I hope it doesn't. But like right now, I'm just trying to get through some things, and that's I know it's unusual, but that's one of the last things on my mind right now. It's funny how you say those things and then you start thinking about good things. Yeah. So do I recommend this? I don't see how it can hurt, to be honest, because like it does ask you for like credit card information. So like I'm sure you guys can find reviews online as well. I think there were some that indicated they were somewhere at the bottom of one of these pages. Again, it is BetterHelp. I'll see if I can't seem to click on that. Oh, there's reviews is right here. Let's see if we can find this. So basically, this is online therapy if you want to think about it like that. So we have some from June 16th, 2022. Wow, that was only a couple days ago. Okay. You have an LPC, a licensed practicing clinician, I think, counselor maybe, licensed clinical social worker. I don't know what LMHC is. Licensed medical social worker. I don't know. Another LPC. I'm not sure what a BACP is. LPCC. I'm not sure what that is. All these acronyms I don't know. Yeah, there's a good mix of people. Yeah. I mean, it helps that you can see their face too, I suppose. It creates a little more humanity in the entire process. So from what I can see, I don't think they actually prescribe medication unless there's a psychiatrist connected through this. But legally, I don't think you can do psychiatry or practice prescribing medication online. But I'm sure they have like a referral process. In Canada, they would ask, what's a referral? Just saying. I shouldn't say that. Yeah, so it looks like, wow, there's a long list of reviews. Wow. Damn, look at all these people. It's crazy. This was just on June 16th, all of this. Wow, yo, that's crazy. This is a lot more popular than I thought it was then. If people are actually voluntarily leaving reviews, so it appears. Wow. Therapist jobs. What's this? Oh, if you're looking to be an online therapist on BetterHelp.com. Interesting. But marriage and family therapist, okay. Mental health counselor. Professional counselor. Or psychologist. So yeah, so as I suspected, there's no medication suggestion. There shouldn't be in this, but I'm sure they can point you in the right direction. They can't actually prescribe you something. I don't think they can actually give you psychotropic medical advice. Let me put it that way. But like I said, that's what referrals are for. And I'm sure they have connections, obviously. What's an FAQ? You guys could take a look at all this. I didn't realize there's so much. How do I pay for my BetterHelp membership? Your membership payments will be charged to a credit card or PayPal on a recurring basis. If you accomplish your goals or if you find therapy with BetterHelp to no longer be helpful for any reason, you can simply cancel the subscription. Okay, it's interesting. I can definitely see some of the YouTubers I follow using this website, especially if they're endorsed and sponsored by them, because I'm sure they get some ridiculous discount, which is crazy. I would assume, I don't know for a fact, I have to check my email and my business account to find out if they responded to my sponsorship request, my application. Advice? Oh, Juneteenth is coming up, guys. Happy Juneteenth. That's Monday, technically 2 days from now. How many therapists do they actually have? I mean, for all these reviews, they gotta have a lot. I wonder how competitive the field for hiring these people are. I mean, because you don't want to fuck up with anyone. Cause obviously they have an image to maintain. I assume they would have a customer support too. Yo, their office is awesome. This is like a Google office. It's very much what. Oh, you can actually visit them. Yo, that's crazy. I didn't think there was anything like that. That's kind of cool. We're proud neighbors of iconic companies like Google, Apple, and Facebook. Our office is located in the heart of Silicon Valley, where world-changing technologies are being created. Well, guys, I hope you found this useful. Yeah, I just stumbled on this website. I thought it would make an interesting video. I mean, now if you're asking me to put my 2 cents in on this, I mean, if you have the income and the lack of insurance to the point that it costs more with your insurance to pay co-payments and whatnot than it does from actually just paying a flat rate from BetterHelp, then like it's a no-brainer. If you actually prefer paying more to get arguably better quality help, like you can, and you can't put your price, you can't put a price on your mental health, but I feel like a big factor is how much of your topics that you want to discuss, how life impacting them they are, and how are those, you know, for lack of a better term, problems impeding your happiness. How are they making life borderline not livable? Now, if it's really that bad, I feel like seeking help anywhere would help. Because, you know, I'm not saying not do your research. Obviously do your research, unless if you need to speak to someone right away, there's at the link at the bottom on their webpage is you could talk to someone right now. I believe they will redirect you to the authorities, so to speak. I hate to call them that, but they are the authorities. Otherwise, if it can, you know, if you're holding it at bay, whatever the issues are, do your research. I was like look up these names, see if you can find some of these people. Don't just trust the reviews on BetterHelp.com. I'm sure there's like Reddit user reviews, etc., all over the internet. They might even point out specific people that other people recommend, just like the website does. This Asian woman is pretty hot here. I'm just saying. Those something about those short haircuts. Okay, never mind. Now we're going a little off topic here. Okay. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope someone finds some help, not just better help, but some help in watching this video, and that, you know, without going into my issues too personally, because I've done that already on my YouTube channel, doing my vlogging session. If you guys want to take a look at the playlist, but like, don't see the thing about this interaction here with the BetterHelp website. You're not gonna run into someone you know, like at the office. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Not saying that you or other people may or may not be. It seems to be a little bit more private, and I understand why some people really want that. Now, I know for someone who is very personal in my some of my YouTube videos, this might seem unusual to prefer privacy, but tip of the iceberg, guys. Like, if you think I talk about everything personal that's happened in my life on my YouTube channel, tip of the iceberg. Alright, guys, hope you enjoyed this video and got some better help through BetterHelp. Again, I'm not being sponsored. I don't know Elena Fender and Elena Joy personally, obviously. I don't think I've ever interacted with her. I'll probably never meet her in my time, unless I blow up. If I blow up, I'm doing a whole bunch of interviews. Alright, guys, take care of yourselves and each other, and have some good mental health.